Tonight, we're stepping into the world of Edgar Cayce, a man whose ideas about the subconscious mind inspired generations to look inward and discover the remarkable influence our inner world can have on the way we experience life. Long before modern conversations about mindset became widespread, Edgar Cayce encouraged people to explore the deeper patterns of thought, belief, and purpose that quietly shape our daily experience. Tonight, we'll explore one of those timeless principles through the perspective of Neuro-Linguistic Programming, discovering how the language of the mind can influence the way we think, feel, and respond to the world around us. As you begin to relax and settle into this moment, simply allow yourself to listen with curiosity. Notice the ideas that resonate. Imagine the possibilities they may open, and become willing to see your own mind in a fresh and empowering way. One of Edgar Cayce's most enduring teachings is beautifully simple. Mind is the builder. Just a few words, yet they invite a profound question. If the mind is constantly building, what has it been creating through the thoughts, beliefs, and inner conversations we repeat each day? And perhaps, even more importantly, what new possibilities become available when we begin building with greater intention? Over the next few minutes, we'll gently explore that timeless principle through an NLP-inspired journey, inviting your mind to discover new perspectives, empowering patterns, and fresh possibilities as you drift peacefully towards sleep. Take a slow, comfortable breath and simply notice how effortless it is for the mind to keep thinking. Thoughts come and go. Images appear. Memories drift into awareness. Ideas quietly unfold. Whether we realize it or not, the mind is always active, always interpreting, always giving meaning to our experiences. This is one of the reasons Edgar Cayce's words continue to inspire so many people. Mind is the builder. Not because every passing thought instantly becomes reality, but because the thoughts we return to again and again can gradually influence how we see ourselves, the choices we make, and the possibilities we're willing to recognize. Modern neuro-linguistic programming shares a similar appreciation for the patterns of the mind. It invites us to become aware of the language we use internally, the pictures we create in our imagination, and the meanings we assign to the events of our lives. Because when those inner patterns begin to shift, our experience of the world can begin to shift with them. So tonight, there is no need to chase a different future. Instead, simply become curious about the quiet conversations already taking place within your own mind. Notice how easily your imagination can create an image. Notice how naturally your inner voice can tell a story. And realize that these remarkable abilities are not working against you. They can become some of your greatest allies. Imagine, for a moment, that each calm, supportive thought is like placing another stone into the foundation of the life you're building. Not all at once, not overnight, but steadily, intentionally. One thought, one belief, one inner conversation at a time. As you continue listening, allow these ideas to settle comfortably into your awareness. Because every meaningful transformation begins somewhere. And perhaps it begins with the simple realization that the builder has been within you all along. If mind is the builder, what exactly is it building? Perhaps not every event that happens around us, but certainly the way we interpret those events, the expectations we carry, the possibilities we notice, the confidence we bring into a new opportunity, the meaning we give to yesterday, and the vision we create for tomorrow. Imagine waking each morning with the quiet expectation that something good could happen. Imagine approaching a difficult conversation with greater calm. Imagine looking at yourself with more appreciation instead of criticism. Imagine trusting your ability to grow, learn, and adapt. Each of these begins with a pattern of thought, and every pattern can be practiced. Edgar Cayce encouraged people to look inward because he believed lasting change begins there. Neuro-Linguistic Programming offers a practical reminder that the words we repeat to ourselves, the images we hold in our imagination, and the meanings we assign to our experiences all influence how we move through life. When those inner patterns become more supportive, it often becomes easier to recognize opportunities, to make choices that align with your values, to move toward your goals with greater confidence, and to experience life with a deeper sense of purpose. Perhaps you've been searching for more clarity. Perhaps you're ready to strengthen your confidence. Perhaps you're seeking greater peace. Or maybe you're simply curious about what becomes possible when your inner conversations begin working in your favor instead of against you. Whatever has brought you here tonight, allow yourself to explore these ideas with an open mind. You don't need to force anything. Simply notice what resonates. Because every meaningful journey begins with a single thought, and every new thought is an invitation to build something different. In the next part, we'll move beyond understanding this principle and into experiencing it. Using gentle NLP-inspired language, you'll be invited to revisit empowering thoughts, supportive inner conversations, and vivid mental imagery that you can return to again and again, allowing the timeless idea that mind is the builder to become something you don't just understand, but something you begin to experience. Now, allow your attention to gently turn inward. Notice your breathing. Notice the peaceful rhythm of this moment, and simply become aware that your imagination is always available to you. In neuro-linguistic programming, we often discover that the mind responds naturally to the pictures we create, the words we repeat, and the meanings we choose to give our experiences. So tonight, let's begin creating something beautiful. Imagine standing before the foundation of a magnificent home, strong, peaceful, filled with light. This home represents your inner world. Every thought you choose, every encouraging word you offer yourself, every empowering belief you practice becomes another carefully placed stone. Solid, purposeful, intentional. There is no rush. The strongest foundations are built one stone at a time. As you continue to relax, perhaps you begin noticing a gentle shift. Your inner voice becomes a little kinder, a little calmer, a little more encouraging. Instead of asking, "What if I can't?" it quietly wonders, "What if I can?" Instead of saying, "I've always been this way," it gently reminds you, "I'm learning something new." Instead of focusing on what seems impossible, your attention naturally begins noticing new possibilities. You may even find yourself becoming curious about your own potential, curious about the strengths you've already developed, curious about the remarkable ability of the mind to learn, adapt, and grow throughout life. And with every slow breath, allow the words, "Mind is the builder," to settle a little deeper into your awareness, not as something to memorize, but as something to explore. Because each encouraging thought, each hopeful expectation, each moment of appreciation becomes another stone placed with care, another choice made with intention, another opportunity to build the inner world you wish to experience. Continue breathing comfortably. Allow these images to become clear in whatever way feels natural to you, and simply enjoy the feeling of becoming a more intentional builder of your own inner landscape. As this evening's journey begins to come to a close, take one more slow, comfortable breath and simply notice how you feel. Perhaps nothing dramatic has happened. Perhaps only a subtle shift, a new idea, a fresh perspective, a quiet sense of possibility. Sometimes the most meaningful changes begin that way, one thought at a time, one evening at a time, one new perspective gently replacing an old one. Tonight, we explored one timeless idea from Edgar Cayce through the perspective of Neuro-Linguistic Programming. On this channel, that journey continues. Together, we'll explore the wisdom of many remarkable teachers, discovering ideas that have inspired people across generations, and thoughtfully combining those timeless perspectives with NLP-inspired techniques that encourage empowering inner conversations, greater self-awareness, and intentional ways of thinking. Each journey offers a different perspective, a different teacher, a different principle to reflect upon. Yet they all share one purpose: to help you cultivate a richer inner world, one thoughtful idea at a time. You'll also find our sleep surrender journeys, gentle nighttime experiences designed to help you release the day, settle your mind, and drift into restful sleep through peaceful reflection. They are not traditional meditations, but quiet moments to unwind, let go, and end the day with intention. So whenever you feel drawn to explore another timeless teaching, to discover a fresh perspective, or simply to spend a few peaceful moments with your own thoughts, know that another journey is waiting for you. Until next time, may you continue building your inner world with curiosity, with purpose, and with the quiet reminder that inspired tonight's journey: mind is the builder. Until your next journey into timeless wisdom, good night.